so the students at Lafayette, some of them have intellectual disabilities, learning disabilities, they're gifted. Our students, our program is very, very individualized. And so one of the things that we want our kids to have when they leave here and when they go out into the world is just a sense of how they work as a person. And so something that was such a beautiful thing that happened over the summer, a student had work that they needed to make up, and they had a lot of writing that they needed to do. And so at his suggestion, based on the things that he learned in MIMA, he wanted to write lyrics to songs to represent what the characters were feeling or thinking that he read in this graphic novel. And that was his idea. And so we found lyric sheets and we found, whatever materials we could get. And he wrote some songs. I didn't get to hear them all, but this is something that it stays with him. So he's transitioning, and one of the things that he did was he wrote us a song. He's not sharing it with us until he leaves, but I don't believe that would have happened if it wasn't for MIMA. He wouldn't know how to write lyrics.
We actually have students who are not previously engaged with the program coming on board simply because they're able to use their own personal electronic device, their headphones. In the secondary group, they're using BeatLab. And it's just opened up another creative outlet for these kids that's a little bit safer for some of our students who have moments of anxiety when it comes to kind of being kind of that putting themselves out there in a creative form.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the students that we worked with over the summer in the Remix workshop. One has reached out to us and has started doing audio engineering lessons in the building, just that week-long kind of, not super intensive, but it was every day, kind of inspired him to want to get to know more of the how-tos and whatnots. And then another student from that, very talented songwriter, and she showcased that during one of the Remix workshops, has started recording like an album here as like a school project, but also, she's starting to learn some of the basic audio engineering facets that we touched on in the Remix workshop.
So ironically, on Friday the 13th in March, I closed down Lafayette, and then March 16th, the state closed down Virginia. But we weren't finished with MIMA, and MIMA wasn't finished with us. So we just needed to keep going. So what we did was we researched different platforms that we could use. What is going to give us the ability to see one another, to share our screens, to share technology, but still also have that personal connection to talk about, where we wanted to go, and to get that feedback that we were moving in the right direction, or how to figure out, where we were going wrong with whatever it is we were doing. And the students and staff and everyone, really, it was such a collaborative effort between all of us. And what we have now is a really awesome, cohesive online program that I feel really, really good about. I mean,
just
I think
in general, the whole process of the MIMA program from start to finish is powerful, because initially I was a little bit skeptical about how this was going to work. And especially with our older students, but then watching them kind of coalesce into this group, and to actually build their social emotional skills as well as create this song. Just watching that has been eye-opening for me in my role. And I definitely see the value in kind of that start to finish for our kids, and they can see that they can actually achieve something to be proud of.